What's going on? Nick right here. We're going to do a home tour of this beautiful listing here in the Arrowwood community here in Oceanside. We ended up just getting full contingency removal on this one. So just going to do a quick walkthrough before we finally close this one and go on to the next one. Come take a look. So these models are laid out to where they have a 3-car garage, but it's the 2-car and then a single car. You'll kind of see how that flows when we get in there. Really nice turf all throughout here. Kind of a nice formal entry with the steps up here. And then what I really love is that you get this gated front entry kind of into your foyer. So this is great. A lot of people like to put their Ring doorbells and things up here, keep this locked. It just gives you added security, kind of nice little benefit, especially if you have kids. But in the front kind of courtyard here, really nice private space. Again, really great if you have kids. The homes in this neighborhood are really designed really, really well just for a functional large family. So main entrance here, and then this is the entrance into the single car garage. So we'll go in there kind of towards the end. But look at the brickwork here. Really nice traditional style that they did. And this is a really tall 8-foot doorway here. So it gives you nice kind of grand elevated scale when you come in. So we actually had this home completely professionally staged, and it really made the difference in securing a great offer. So what I love about this home is it has just a really great flow. So a lot of families, they want that guest space, or maybe for kind of elderly parents, things like that. So this whole quarter over here is a full bedroom, full bath, and then obviously you have the doorway here you can lock. It's completely private from everything else. So as we're coming in here, nice sized bedroom or bathroom. Super clean. I mean, maybe some updates, things like that, but it's really clean. I mean, the owners of this home were the original owners, and they purchased it from the builder and just really maintained this home. They took care of everything, made some amazing updates in the backyard, especially, that you'll see. But really love the shutters. Definitely nice, kind of gets a nice cozy feel with shutters. Plus this particular room, you have that privacy because you see into that that front foyer there. Get these opened. You have this kind of private courtyard space that you get to enjoy when you're in your bedroom here. So you don't have like that kind of right up next to a neighbor feel. It definitely gives you some nice privacy, which is just a nice added touch all around. And going into the rest of the main house now. So as you come out of the main entryway, you've got kind of the corridor down to the kitchen. This is your formal dining, kind of your formal living space, and then upstairs. But look at the ceiling heights. I mean, we're looking at like 30-foot high ceilings here. So it gives you this really great elevated feel when you're in this space. And they made some really nice updates with, putting the tile here, as well as the hardwood that goes all the way up, stairs. This great space here looks out into the backyard, which you'll see out there, just an amazing resort style backyard. And this formal dining space. So this whole space right here really just has a great elevated feel. It's cozy. Like if you like to entertain, or if you're a big family and you just want to have some separation to where, the kids are off doing their thing, being loud and crazy, and then mom and dad get to kind of hang out here and be a little bit more relaxed. Curious to know in the comments what you think on this space here. Do you like kind of this separation that kind of keeps it a little bit private and separated from the kitchen? Or do you prefer just that all-in-one space? Let me know. All right, so cruising into the main kitchen space. huge, huge kitchen. So double ovens, nice large style family room, living room with lots of windows that just look out to that beautiful backyard. And we get this nice kind of a weathered hardwood flooring. Really, really nice. Definitely adds a lot to the feel of this entire home. Love the extra tall mantle here. Super solid. This is actually a kind of like a concrete brick and mortar mantle, so it doesn't feel cheap. Some of these you see like you might hit them and they're like kind of like a hollow wood, kind of cheapy feeling. Like this thing is solid and just kind of commands a nice presence. And so this space right here, obviously we have it staged as kind of your kitchen, dining space. You could have this here or not, or do something, even more kind of smaller, like a little space, but there's plenty of space here to even do a larger dining table. So depending on what you need and your family size, a lot of flexibility there. Again, we pull a lot of windows in here, a lot of natural light. And this center island is absolutely massive. And you see we got just a lot of space down below. Like a lot of times islands, you don't have a lot of like space for your knees and your legs. This one you do. Like it's kind of nice the way they designed it. They didn't kind of just cram you in there in like a small little overhang. Also something that I really appreciate doing a lot of cooking, there's a lot of space between here. Sometimes I'm starting to see where they get a little bit too tight and it is a bit uncomfortable when you're cooking. So I really appreciate the fact that we got a lot of space here. Tons of cabinets. I mean, storage-wise, you are covered. a lot of cabinet space. Love this big overhead exhaust hood there. I like how it's kind of elegantly done with the cabinets to kind of flow in there. The range top, super nice, functional. And then we've got the built-in microwave. I like how it's there and it's not kind of on the counter somewhere. And again, just more cabinets, tons of cabinet space. And then for those that appreciate it, you get kind of like a little bit of a wine rack, kind of, your fine glasses, wine glasses, things like that. And kind of a little sitting space, which is, kind of nice. They actually did this cool little like corkboard backing here. It's kind of cool because, honestly, for kitchens, like it becomes the spot where you're just kind of cooking, doing everything, opening your mail, all of that. So nice little touch there. And then when we go around here, we get some more storage for, again, kind of more of your showcase, dishware, things like that. More storage for either kind of kitchen towels, napkins, more silverware, kind of your overflow supply. And then we have the powder bath, guest bath here. So I like this design. They did the nice little kind of pedestal sink. Obviously it's a more compact space, but it's not cramped in here. Like you see a lot of times it's like hard to close the door. Like you can easily walk all the way in, close the door, and you're not kind of like trying to squeeze in here. So really great space. And then off here is the main garage. Large garage space, exterior door. We've got a lot of extra cabinets here as well. Yeah. It is an insulated garage door, which is really nice to help keep it cool. So the cooler your garage is, the cooler your upstairs will also be. So just a little detail that, not a lot of people think about, but it really does make a little bit of a difference there.